welcome back. Let's get right on into it. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 2, Episode 6. Alright, so let's get started. So, I'ma first say this. This episode was really good. It had some serious topics in it. Of course, it had the ratchet topics in it as well. So let's get on into Princess. So, Princess is like, I am done, honey. I am free. I'm going back to Ray J's house, get all of my crap. And I'm out this piece. So that was what she did. She actually came back from Miami and she went back to his house, grabbed all of her things and moved into her own place. So Princess wound up meeting up with Nia, April, Willie's wife, and I think that was it. And she basically just caught them up to speed. What happened? Yes, Teairra gave Ray J that information, and I knew she was gonna do it. I knew she was a mess. Blah 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 blah. I moved out. I went out there with a boyfriend. I came back single. And you know what? I need all my girls to come together, and we are going to go over to see Teairra at this little event, and I'm gonna put her on blast. So April's like, oh Lord, I just want to be neutral. I don't want no drama. So fast forward, they go to this event. They all get together. They all hug it all up. And what's the girl name? The crazy girl. Moniece is telling Teairra, like, yeah, this is Princess, you know, and she's like, wait, are y'all friends? Like, what's going on with y'all little dynamic? I thought y'all were like not beefing, or what's up with y'all? Y'all friends? What, enemies? What? And she's like, well, we're not friends, we're just cool, we had a lot of stuff going on last year. She's like, oh, we're not friends. And she's like, no, I don't think so. So when was the last time you talked to Ray? Did you talk to him recently? And she was like, yeah. And she said, what were you talking about? Did you tell him anything? And she was basically like, yeah, I basically told him that you let me know that we were going to go, you was inviting me to Vegas. She could have been real fake about it and said no, but she didn't. She actually admitted to it. Yeah, I talked to him. I let him know that you wanted me to go to Vegas with you. And then from there, it just went in. Hippo girl. Everybody was calling each other hoes. You do this, you do that, you do this, you suck this, you a hoe, you slept with all the boys, whatever. And April just sitting there like, why am I here? I'm just trying to be the one that has the voice of reason. But, she tired of hanging around all these crazy ratchet ass girls. And she shouldn't be, because like I said, she's above all of that. But she want to be relevant on TV, so I understand that. So basically, she's like, you're fake, you're phony. When I came to you to talk to you at that pamper party, it was genuine, and I was trying to really talk to you and really move forward. But she was like, what do you think? Like, you guys humiliated me last year. You think really? I don't care if you was crying or not. That was my opportunity to get back. So blah 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 blah. So basically, she looks like the villain Teairra, and they were throwing. What is up with everybody throwing drinks on one another? But she threw drinks on her, and this one, Moniece threw a drink on Princess, and Moniece is just too crazy for me. She's too calm, cool, and collective for me. I cannot take her. She was like, threw the drink on her, all right, moving on. And it was just too crazy. But that's basically what that was all about. I don't know why. I mean, if you're talking about you're done with Ray J, then you're done. Why would you want to get back at her or even confront her over this stuff that you supposedly are done with? You're done with him. So you're done with her. Who cares? Move on. But she's not. So that's the reason why. Oh, Lord. Don't really want to talk about her. Hazel E basically showing Teairra Marie her new crib, which looks bare as hell. She's just trying to, gloat and show off her new spot in Beverly Hills. And she basically was catching up to speed to the messy guy, the one that the other girl was calling SpongeBob SquarePants. What's his name? Jason Lee. My mind. You know how I am, y'all. My mind be gone. So she basically was catching up to speed on what Jason Lee did to her, which was through the Ciroc and pineapple. I'm gonna have to try that mixture. I've never tried it. Through the Ciroc and pineapple juice in her face, and she couldn't open her eyes. About the time she opened her eyes, he was gone. So she basically was just catching up to speed to that, and letting her know what was going on with the whole Ray J and Princess thing. So that was that. Then let's quickly talk about Nikki Baby. Nikki Baby talked to Brandy, crazy ass Lil Brandy, and catched her up to speed on what Jason Lee did. And so now she, the Chihuahua, is what Jason Lee called her, is all hyped up and pumped up to go head on to the event, because Nikki Baby also invited Jason Lee to basically confront him about what he did to Hazel E. He invites old girl, the one that Nikki Baby was just getting a fight with Little Fish. He invites her. Why? He wants them to make amends. It's a small world. He says, eventually we might need her. Let's be apologetic about the situation and move on. So of course, you know, Nikki Baby and Lil Brandy, Pitbull in a skirt, Pitbull / Chihuahua, I don't know. They were ready to get it in. So I think it started off kind of like it was trying to start off cool, but then it just kind of went left because she was mad because he brought old girl. And then of course Brandy's like, well, I gotta say something, and why you did this, and why that's some coward stuff, you this, you that, you this, and that. I didn't come here to talk to your little chihuahua. I came to talk to you, so back on up. But then all of a sudden they started acting a fool. All of a sudden you see her drink, Brandy drink or something. I think she was drinking water, and all of a sudden she like throws it on him and asks, how you think that feels? It's just too much for me. Jason Lee and old girl wind up leaving. Nikki Baby and Brandy follow behind him. Who cares? He was like, listen, I came to make amends, but it's all good. We out of here. Moving on. So next it is Willie and his wife. Willie is basically in trouble financially, and he does not want his wife to know full details of what's going on. He winds up talking to an old friend of his who now works with this major record label, and he's basically letting him know, listen, I got you, but you're tied in with this other label, and I can't make any moves with you. I can't even get you in the door unless you cancel, you get out of this contract that you are in with this previous label. The thing of that is this label that he's with now, they already have invested $500,000 in his album that he's creating right now, his project. So that's a lot of money for anybody to say, okay, well, bye, see you later, have a good day, and I hope everything works out for you. You know, people is not going to do that when they invest that much money into you. So, you know, his issue is, how can I get out of this label so I can get over here on this major label and make some income for my family before his wife get on the pole. Because she's ready to get back on that pole immediately. She's also talking about going back to Chicago with the kids while he stays out here and hustle. She's just really nervous about their income, and she wants her kids to have the best of the best, and she's willing to do whatever it takes to get that for them. But he's kind of withholding some information, and she realizes that. So he winds up giving her a little bit more information about the whole situation with his current contract and where he's trying to go, and then she flips out again. So it's just a serious issue when it comes down to financial. I know a lot of men try to, when they're in some type of struggles, they try to withhold some information from their wives or their girls because they know how they're going to react, and that's what he's doing right now. I hope it all works out for them. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the whole show, and that is with Myles. Myles has been struggling with who he is forever. Him and Amber have been high school sweethearts. Then they fell off, and she got with another guy, and he died. They kind of linked back together while she was pregnant or while she was having a baby. So this guy, Myles, has been with Amber since day one of her child, her daughter. And they have a family, and they have been put on ice, put on hold. And in the midst of them being put on hold, he has been struggling with his identity of him being gay, and he's finally met this guy, which is Milan, and he's in love with him, and he wants to move forward with him, but he's still leading Amber on. I personally, even though they have not said it, I personally think that he's been having sex with her. You know, he's been saying, we're gonna work this out eventually. He's been giving gifts and doing all these type of things with her, but sexually, I think it's on. I think it's on between them two, and that's why it's really a big issue, because he's been leading this girl on. So they show all these scenes to where he's like trying to contact Milan, and Milan answering, Milan's moving on. And then you see Amber talking to her sister like, you know, I really love him, and I really hope this is the next step to make us work. And the sister's like, something ain't right. Like something ain't right with this situation. This boy is kind of like in and out. Something's not right. And if it's not right, you have to be ready to put your big girl panties on. This is what I always say. And that's my little phrase. And move on. Like, move on. Be willing to drop it and move on. You've been with him for a long time, and if it ain't right, then it ain't right. So she was like, yeah, but I'm thinking, you know, it's gonna be okay. This is a good step. We're going to go see a therapist. So Myles calls a therapist, which is a girl from what was she from? Celebrity Couples, or Celebrity Couples, or one, I don't know which one she was in, but one of those shows that's on VH1. And he's talking to her, and they're basically just building up the fact that she's going to be coming, and they're going to have this full discussion about what's been going on and all the lies that he's told her. So he's been stressing out. Once I tell her, I'm gonna have to tell all of my family and friends, because I'm coming out really good. It didn't stop. It stopped with her ringing the doorbell to come in. So I'm really excited to see what is going to happen with that. But it kind of showed a little clip of her falling on the ground saying, I want to talk to my mom, you know, just basically freaking out. And it's a sad situation. I mean, it's sad for both parts. Like she said, you've been holding on to this burden forever. Even though this is a hard thing to do, it's going to be freeing for you, Amber, and Milan. I really feel his pain. I mean, you see these type of things on TV, but you really don't see it from the hip-hop perspective, from the black hip-hop rap, you know, culture. It's really nice to see it actually, you know, evolve. You can see from where he was to where he's going to be, and the people that he hurt, people who had to explain things to, tears, and it was a really good. It's a really good episode. This was a really good episode. So if you haven't seen it, comes on Mondays around 8-9 o'clock. I just watched it just now because I watched Dancing with the Stars at around that time and was watching Teairra. So I just watched it just now, and man, it was a good episode. So alright, so anyway, if I missed something, comment below and tell me what your favorite part of the episode was. Alright guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for sticking with me. Make sure you thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace. Later.